Hello, everyone. Hello. It is Tuesday evening. Welcome to our migraine strategy call. I am Debbie Waidl, a certified migraine health coach specialist, here to help you find ways to end your migraines without having to use pills, quick fixes, and all the things that are just covering up your pain, not getting to the real reason. We are here tonight with Christine, who is a graduate of the Freedom From Migraine Method Complete program. Hello, Christine. Thanks for being here.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Oh, I'm so excited about this talk tonight. I'm always excited about everyone, but it seems like I get super excited to be able to talk to our alumni, to be able to share your story. So before we jump in, Christine, how about just giving everybody a little bit of a taste of who you are so they know who they're listening to today?
So I am 56, almost 57, just in a couple of months, 57 years old, and I'm married, a mom to 3 fur babies, and I am a dental hygienist of over 35 years or so. And I love to be outdoors. I camp. I used to sail, hike. I just love being outside. I live in southern New York State, kind of on the New Jersey, New York border. And I was a migrainer, and I don't really think I'm a migrainer. I don't really think I'm going to call myself a migrainer anymore. Yay.
I don't think you should. I don't think you should at all.
No.
I love it. So hello,
I'm going to
everyone.
leave that part out of my bio from now on.
I love it because you can. So I'm so glad that everyone's popping on to be with us tonight. I'm trying to set my phone up so I can see all your comments at the same time because I want to make sure I can talk to you guys. I know Valentina is over in the other group, in the Women's Migraine Freedom group, so she can answer your questions and chat with you while we're over there. So everyone, give me a hello. Let me know that you're here. Let me know where you are listening from. As Christine said, we are both in New York, different areas of New York, but we're both in New York. So let us know where you're watching from tonight. I love to see women all across the world join us. And while we're talking, please, if you have any questions, make sure you pop your questions in chat. I want this call to be as interactive as possible. We don't do these calls just to waste time. We do these calls to make sure that we can give you hope and give you some actionable steps to actually move towards your migraine freedom. So hello, everyone. Oh, Susan, I'm sorry that you have a migraine, but it's okay. We're doing this live. You can come back later. You can listen to it at another time. Hello, Christine. You've got all your friends on here. You've got Brenda on. You've got Barbie on. You've got Valentina on. You've got Nicole on. Hello, Tiffany. Oh my goodness, look at everybody popping on. Hello, Diana. And Susan, go take care of yourself. All right, let's dive right in. So, Christine, I know when you joined the Freedom From Migraine Method program, you not only had migraines, but you were dealing with some other health symptoms. So how were you feeling when you started with us?
I felt like crap, to be honest with you. I actually went into my folder and I pulled out the sheet of paper that I had for when we scheduled our first conversation right before I joined, of how I felt. And I have a piece of paper. You can't see it because of the light, but I have a piece of paper of all the things all the symptoms I had. I had a dull headache, and this was every day. This was every day. I had a dull headache every day. I had TMJ. I had neck pain. I had shoulder pain. My left heel hurt. Joint pain. Sinus pain. Postnasal drip. Ear pressure. Foggy. I was grumpy. I had gas. I was bloated. I had allergies. I had hot flashes. And the only 2 things that are still listed on here, I circled down, is I'm still grumpy a lot of times, but that has nothing to do with my headache. And I still do have hot flashes, but those are, but all the other things have been alleviated by going through this program and getting healthy.
So when you joined, did you think that all of those things that you just listed had anything to do with migraines?
I didn't think any of them. I didn't think any of them. I thought, I was like, I don't even know which doctor to go to start getting looked at with all of this. The TMJ, because it is my profession, I did kind of know that could have been a migraine symptom, or that could have been the trigeminal nerve, and that part I did. So that one kind of wasn't a surprise. But that my neck was the biggest surprise. I had no idea that that was a migraine symptom. The dull head pressure that I felt every day. I thought that was due to my sinuses and allergies that I thought I had that I don't have. I thought I was allergic to my dog. I wasn't. The gas and the bloating, I had no idea that that was all related. My plantar fasciitis, I know that that's not a migraine symptom per se, but in just fixing my whole, becoming healthy and fixing my whole body, that was one of the things that was fixed as well. So shoulder, neck, my neck was probably the dull head pain, and my neck were probably my biggest nemesis. That was all the time. It was every day, all the time.
That was me.
So
there were some days that my neck pain was worse than my head pain, which led me to believe that I had something wrong with my neck. That my neck was somehow broken, right? You know, I need a physical therapist. I need, you know, to somehow have surgery or do something. I thought my neck was literally
I did that.
broken.
I had x-rays on my neck. I did the chiropractor thing. My co-payments for the chiropractor were very high. I spent tons of money at the chiropractor because he told me he could help. He told me that my neck pain was causing my migraines. So I kind of believed him. I went for about a year and I was like, I don't feel the slightest bit better. So this is not working. And even when I joined the program, I think I probably still went for maybe another couple of weeks. And then as soon as I joined the program and I started to learn things, I was like, this is just a waste of my money. He's a very nice man, but I probably bought him a car. So.
Exactly. I keep saying to my mechanic, I'm like, so where are you going on vacation on me next year?
Yeah.
You know, same kind of thing, but
it was just so eye-opening to find out that all of these things were related to my inflammation.
Yeah. And that's exactly what we talk about in the Migraine Freedom Protocol. For those of you that are new, and I am seeing people are just nonstop. If you notice me looking to the side, it's because people keep popping in and I love seeing everybody here. But as we talk about in the Migraine Freedom Protocol, really what's at the base and at the root of all migraines and to most chronic illness is inflammation. And the cool thing about that is when we start just focusing on that, instead of focusing on just the head, or like you said, just the neck, or the plantar fasciitis, or the TMJ, or, you know, all of those symptoms, which is what we do, right? We focus on all of them separately, try to find the pill that's going to fix it, or the modality that's going to fix it. But when we just focus on inflammation, all of those things start dropping away. They just start dropping away.
And they do. They absolutely do. I don't feel like I'm about 6 months pregnant anymore. I mean, the gas
I
and the
remember
bloating
you saying that
was
to
a
me.
big one.
I think you said that the first time I talked to you.
I would probably, if people were to look at me on the street, they'd look at this old lady who looks like she was pregnant. That was awful.
So how are you feeling now? I mean, you've kind of said, but how do you feel now in comparison?
I feel really, really good. I feel really good. I don't, like I said before, I don't have any of these symptoms. I don't have head pressure every day at all. My TMJ, I don't have no neck pain. I have very tight shoulders. It's part of my profession and my posture. So I do see a massage therapist for my shoulders every 2 months or something like that. But no more plantar fasciitis, no more sinus pressure, except when we're having these horrible thunderstorms. I get a little bit of sinus pressure at that time, but sore throat, gone. Ear pressure and buzzing, gone. Like I said, I'm still a little grumpy, but even during allergy season, this allergy season was a bad allergy season for most people, and I didn't suffer too bad. I suffered a little bit, but not too bad. So I'm thankful. I feel great. I feel great. My migraines I don't even really call them migraines anymore. I just call them, I call them a head pressure, and I would consider them the same level as some normal person would just get a regular little headache. If I wanted to, I could take a Tylenol and it would go away. I usually don't unless I have something that, like a really important thing that I really want to do and enjoy. I might take the Tylenol, but that's very rare. And the head pressure, when I do have one, and I don't have one that often, the head pressure, I don't have that often. It's so easy. It's so manageable. It's fine. Compared to what I had, it's fine. Because I had one, if you remember, I had those weird weekly, I had one every single Tuesday. I had a terrible migraine every single Tuesday. I could set my watch to it. It was, I never planned anything for Tuesday other than going to work. I never planned anything fun after work on a Tuesday because I always knew that I would have migraine and I have to work, deal with it at work, and then go home and go to bed.
So how does it feel working on Tuesday now?
Yeah, Tuesday, it's good. I'm good. Today's Tuesday, right?
That is true. We are here on Tuesday. So a year ago, right now, what would you have been doing a year ago right now?
I would have been probably in bed. I would have come home. And the sad part was I work, this is my day that I leave work at 5 o'clock. 4:30, 5 o'clock. So this was my quote early day. The other days I work until almost 7. So my early day, I would come home and have to go to bed because I didn't feel good.
Yeah.
So,
but now you don't. What do you come home and do now besides talking to me? What do you get to do on a night you're not talking to 4,000 women right now in the Women's Migraine Freedom Group?
If I wasn't on this call right now, I'd probably be cleaning the bathroom. So that would be
all right,
fun.
so that's not fun.
No, it's not fun. No, maybe walk the dog, or sometimes I would meet my niece for dinner. So yeah, nice.
Nice.
And now I have my Tuesdays back, but even all week I would have a dull head pressure. I called it a dull headache before the program, but during the program we talked about it being pressure. I would have that every day. I had that every single day. Yeah. And now I don't.
I laughed when you said that you'd be cleaning the bathroom, but I just want everyone to know, and I'm sure you can all agree with me here. So many women tell me they just want to end their migraines because they want to get back to doing the normal things. It's not even like they're looking to go on 50 million vacations or, looking to, I don't know, do something outlandish. They're just like, they just want to get back to being able to say, if I need to do laundry tonight, I can actually do it. And not worry that my kid's not going to have clean clothes the next day, or I don't have a uniform for work, or you can't clean a toilet, you can't make dinner. So it really is the little things that get taken away from us that you now have back.
I have it back. It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
I love it. I love it.
So thank you for that.
You did the hard work. We were just here to enjoy the journey and watch the journey.
It's good.
You've got Robin who just jumped on. She's saying hello from New York City. Kimberly Marie is on. Hello. And Shannon and Mel. So good to see everybody tonight. Again, ladies, pop in where you're watching from, so I know where everybody is. We've got Brenda's Colorado, Tiffany, Wisconsin. I love it. And if you have any questions, shoot them right in there. So this is one thing I wanted to really chat with you about, Christine, because I think this is super important. You had all these health things going on, not just migraines, but all these symptoms. And some of them, I'm sure your doctor probably said, you're just getting older. It's just a fact of life, right? You got to deal with it. But what made you decide at some point in time that you just really needed to put your health first and that you just needed to focus on this and get this done?
Well, as you remember, I was kind of like a lurker in the Women's for Migraine group. I kind of just hung out a little bit. Once you start researching migraines, everybody starts popping up, and I joined, and I just kind of was listening to people in the background, and everybody's talking about medication, and I kind of thought they're all on a lot of medication, and I kind of thought maybe I didn't belong here because I didn't take any medication. I'm not really a big medication person, so I just sucked them up and used ice and went to bed. But I kind of thought I didn't belong here, and then I kept staying, and then I started to hear there's other people that didn't take medication too, because I thought, you know what, this might not work for me because I'm not in a rebound headache, medication overuse headache, rebound headache, whatever you want to term it. So I thought, maybe this isn't the place for me. And then, I stayed a little while, and then it was just, I just said to myself, you know what, I need to put myself first. I see every day I work with people that put off having really necessary dental work done because they say their insurance won't cover it, so they don't want to do it. And then I see all the consequences of them not doing it. I
Yep.
see they
Yep.
get gum disease, which affects their heart. They have stroke.
Mhm.
People can have a stroke from that. Then they just run around with infections and missing teeth. And it's just such the consequences were so great because of that. And I've always believed that you should be in control of your own health. You shouldn't let any bean counter tell you
Yep.
what to do with your body and your health. So I just felt like it was time for me to start living. I didn't have migraines my whole life. I got them about 6 years ago. And, everything that I read was, oh, menopause will fix that. Don't worry. Well, menopause didn't fix it.
Yeah.
But I just was determined to do something to feel better that wasn't heavily into medication.
Mhm.
My husband and I have a dream that we would like to, 11 years ago, my husband had a very life-changing event. And when that happens to you, things your perspective on things change. And we realized how short life really is. And so we realized that there's a lot of things we want to do and we better start doing it. And we have a little RV and we want to go see all the national parks in our RV. And I was starting to worry that I wasn't going to feel good enough to do that. And so that was where, you know what, I need to put my health first. This is it. I got to find something to do that is going to make me feel better. And I found your program. And I was like, I took your master class. I think it was in September. I took your master class and I learned a lot in your master class. And I said, I got to do this. I'm going to sign up for this. I'm going to do it.
I love that. Oh my God. There's so many things that I want to comment on that you just said.
Okay.
So many things. The first one being, you talk about the dentist and how when people don't take care of their teeth, that can lead to heart disease and strokes and all that, which is so 100% true. And guess what? The same goes with migraines. Because if you have migraines, you have chronic inflammation and the heart disease or the autoimmunity or the cancer may not show up in the first year you have migraines, the second or the third, but guess what? It's going to come because it's just the next line in the chronic inflammation succession. So knowing that you have migraines, even if you are saying I can push through like you kind of did, for work, you pushed through that day, you did what you had to do just to get it done. Even if you can do that, knowing that not fixing this is going to lead you to something worse in the future is pretty scary to me. So when you're in a situation where you have someone who, whether we support you in a challenge, which by the way is this week. So if anyone is not signed up for the challenge, you should be. Ask Valentina for the link. There's still 2 more days. Kind of the same kind of thing that I did with Christine in the masterclass, but just a little different venue. So make sure you join. You can get a chance to see what we're all about and how we help. But I think it's important to remember that if you don't take care of your health and you don't grab onto it, like you said, it's just going to get worse. It's not going to get better. And time is so short. Man, is it short.
Time is very short. And sometimes people need a clock on the head to realize that, which we did.
Yeah.
We had a clock on the head. My mother-in-law suffered, my husband's mother and a couple of his family members suffer from migraines. So migraines were not a surprise to me. I knew how people suffered from migraines. And my mother-in-law took so much medication. One doctor, I had taken her to a dermatologist once for a rash. And when she wrote down all the medication that she takes, he actually told her that she was a junkie. 75-year-old woman, he actually said, all these medications you take, you sound like a junkie. And she kind of was. She took so much medication. She took Furanol, she took Imitrex. And the sad part is that taking that medication for so long, because she had them since she was a teen, her health really suffered from taking them. She had, her bathroom habits were terrible. She did end up with cancer, I'm sure, because of the migraines. And the sad part was that she had a very painful cancer. And since she had taken so many medications and the Furanol, when she really did need pain medication in the later stages of her life for her cancer, it wasn't working. And it was very
Yeah.
sad. So she suffered, the end of her life, she really suffered a lot. And that I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
And so I never wanted to take a medication. And that scared me. I did try over the counter Advil and Tylenol, but they never did anything for my pain. So why bother taking them if they didn't do anything?
Exactly. And like you said, we have to be our own health advocate. We have to be in control. We, of course, want people who have the education and understand, but we still, at the end of the day, we need to make the decision that is right for us. And we need to figure out what that is, because there are consequences. And it's so hard to remember that because we don't see it, right? We don't have this crystal ball, that's going to tell us, okay, today at 35, 40, you have migraines. And if you don't do anything, this is what your life's going to look like at 50. We may not have that crystal ball, but I can kind of tell you what it's going to look like. And so can the women that have gone through the Migraine Freedom Protocol. And it's not going to be pretty, and it's not going to be fun.
And the medications that you're taking, they all have such horrible side effects and long-term effects to your body. I mean, being in as a healthcare worker, that I did know. I had taken pharmacology classes. I did know that. And so I'm very strict about what medication was put in my mouth. So it's just, and I watched her suffer, and that was really sad, because her pain could have been managed better had she not had such an intolerance to pain medication.
Yep.
Little tiny woman. It was sad.
I remember my son took some medication when he was younger. There was kind of a nasty medication, and he had to have his wisdom teeth out. When they pulled them out, they actually said, look at the damage that medication did to your son's teeth. Fortunately, he didn't need those wisdom teeth, but it showed the damage. And I'm like, oh my goodness, thank goodness we stopped that med. And now it's a really good lesson for the future we're not saying that medication's bad, but staying on something for life is, when there's so many alternatives, so many other things you can do, like Christine. So, amazing. Let me just double check comments really quick. And then I want to honor everyone's time and ask you one last question. Oh, Barbie's dealing with 100-degree weather. But the 100-degree weather is not giving Barbie a migraine. I love it. Hey, Kathy. Yay. Kathy's here. Oh my goodness, everyone. Nicole's here. Barbie had chronic migraines for 4 years before she got cancer. She wished she had known then what she knows now. She might have avoided the cancer. Absolutely. Thanks everyone for being here and for all your comments. Again, anybody watching on the replay, feel free to pop your questions in there. We will make sure that we keep monitoring this post so that we can answer your questions. And I believe, Valentina, somebody just asked for the link for the challenge. So that's great. Looks like we have somebody else who's going to be joining me tomorrow. The challenges, the last 2 days are Wednesday and Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern. If you sign up, you will get all of the replays available for you until Sunday. So there is still time. Even if you're busy, make sure you join. It is the fast track to ending the hormone roller coaster. And this will help everyone, whether you are in that one day we're in menopause and post-menopause, no matter where you are in the journey, this will help. It will help. All right, Christine, so here's
some places, some people will tell you that post-menopausal, your migraines will go away. I'm post-menopausal, my migraines didn't go away. They were there they were there the one day during, and they've been there since.
Yeah. And I think that if we polled our group, we would hear the same thing.
Yeah.
From most women.
I do highly recommend to people listening to do the challenge, or if you do the master class, I don't know if it's if it's the same thing, the challenge that you're doing now. It's the same thing.
If you do one, then you could definitely do the other. We talk about different things
but it's such a great way to see what goes on if you're a little bit skeptical, but you will learn so much in that short period of time that you're just going to want to take it to the next level. That's what happened to me. As soon as I was finished with the masterclass, I was like, I got to join. I went to do my interview, and I had a trip planned to just see my parents. And I was so mad because I really wanted to start before then, but I just couldn't get it all in. I'm like, I got to start this now because this could be it.
And it
was.
Because you are not a migrainer. You are not.
Nope. I am, I feel healthy. I don't feel like I'm 57. Oh, I posted a picture the other day. My nails are growing like crazy. Just, strange things that I never expected, just health-wise. My hair is growing. My nails are growing. This program is just a program that is going to get you healthy too. It's just,
Yeah.
it's just
And it's
all
so
about
nice
getting
when you
healthy.
see it everywhere, right? Everywhere. I know my
I
hairdresser
saw
picks
it
on me all
everywhere.
the time because I
Yeah.
have to get my hair cut every 5 weeks and it is so thick. And she's like, would you stop doing what you're doing? Because your hair grows so quick and it's so
Yeah.
thick. I'm like, because I
Yeah,
take care of myself, you know?
it's great. I'm active again. I'm doing all my fun things on the weekends. I lost a decent amount of weight too. That was a good bonus. I wasn't expecting that at all. I have a flat stomach. I'm not bloated. It's all good.
I love
It's
it.
all good.
I
But-
love it. Well, as we sum up here, is there anything else that you'd like to say to everyone who's watching, the people that are still popping on, which is so great? Anything that you want them to know that we haven't talked about today?
Just that, you know, I've always believed that we should take control of our own health. For me, and I can only speak for me, in looking for something to help with my migraines, I wasn't looking for a Band-Aid, and I wasn't looking to treat my whole sheet full of symptoms. I was looking for something to get to the cause why I was getting these migraines, because nobody in my family got them. I was the only one. Why am I all of a sudden, you know, in my middle 40s getting migraines when I never did before? So I wanted to find the cause, and I wanted to treat the cause, and I wanted a cure. I didn't just want a Band-Aid. And this program is just that. It works. I put in the work, but you and your team you're full of knowledge, you're full of support. The program is easy to follow. And I chose to make an investment in myself and my future so that I can live a great retired life. So thank you for that. Yes, I am.
You are absolutely welcome. And I cannot wait to see all of the photos of you traveling to all of the national parks and enjoying every single one.
We will. We're starting in Alaska in September.
That is amazing.
I
just got goosebumps.
We're not taking our camper to Alaska. We're taking a cruise because we're still working. It would take us forever to get there.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a cruise. We have not been on a vacation like this and since our honeymoon, probably 30 something years ago. So my husband turned 60. This is his present. So we're going to go to a glacier.
That's so exciting. Oh, you just gave me goosebumps.
Excited.
I'm so excited.
I'm going to take all my tools with me just in case, and I'll be good.
Yep. But you know what to do. You know exactly what to do to keep it at bay.
I do.
I love it.
Awesome.
Well, Christine,
thank you
so much for sharing everything, being so open and sharing your story. And I love the fact that you brought props. I love that. I can't believe you still have that. That's amazing.
Yes,
I love it.
Yes. And now I circled the only thing that I still have, like the hot flashes and the grumpy. Everything else is just gone.
Well, like I said, let's face it, who isn't a little grumpy in this world nowadays? But you are not a grumpy person at all. I mean, we worked together for 4 months. You were amazing in the program, and you just kept going. You did not, you know, full disclosure for everyone, it didn't come in 2 weeks for Christine.
No,
you know, she worked at it. She worked at it. And then all of a sudden at the end, which I tell a lot of people, that's what happens. You know, the sky opens up and you were just like, man, thank goodness I didn't quit.
It literally was the end. And then I kind of stayed along a little bit in the membership because I was a little bit afraid to, you know, fly out on my own. But I'm leaving membership because I can fly out on my own.
Yes, you can. And we will miss you, but we're so
everybody.
excited that you can. Absolutely. You are more than welcome. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I really appreciate everyone's time. Seriously, people are still popping on. So glad that everybody maybe it's raining in a lot of places tonight and everyone wants to jump on and see Christine and Debbie chat. So I'm glad you were all here. Make sure you join us next week. We will be here at the same time. Again, our migraine strategy call is normally on Thursday at 1:30, but next week we will be here on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Again, we are going to be chatting with Jackie, who is a member of our team. She is one of our client success coaches. Jackie is a nurse practitioner who is going to bring an amazing perspective to all of you, that difference between what we keep talking about is conventional and functional medicine or Eastern and Western medicine, talk about the pros and cons of both, how they can impact you in migraines, and how they really impacted Jackie as someone who got her doctorate, became a nurse practitioner, still had migraines, used our migraine freedom protocol and found her migraine freedom. So make sure you mark that on your calendar. Don't miss it. Let Valentina know that you want a reminder and we'll get that out for you. All right, everybody, here's to your migraine free day. Have an amazing evening and we will see you in the group. Take care.
Bye.